We have new details about the shooter and the hotel room he turned into an elaborate kill center. Thousands of bullets stockpiled in bags, at least 23 guns and platforms that were set up by the windows to view down on his victims, 32 stories below. What does this arsenal tell all of us? Well, here to weigh in is former Navy SEAL, Fox News contributor, and the author of that book right there called The Operator, The Man Who Killed Bin Laden, Rob O'Neill. Rob, thanks for being with us.
Thanks, Ainsley.
What do you know about, when you hear this story and you hear about all of his weapons, 23 semi-automatic guns that he has made into automatic weapons, what does that tell you?
Well, just based on where he was, the position of the suite, the height, how there were two different angles in a two-bedroom suite, knowing that he could get different firing positions and he could maneuver if he needed to. The weapons that he brought there, the fact that he had either automatic weapons or semi-automatic weapons converted to automatic weapons, and bipods for stable shooting positions with, I've heard, long guns with scopes. So initially he knows he can get the shooting started. He can move when he knows there's a little bit of security to get into the area where the concert goers are, and once he starts shooting, it's going to be tough for them to get out. And with two different angles, moving by himself, he can keep them in what we would call like a kill box. Or a fatal funnel.
How easy is it to convert these guns?
Well, for anyone that knows how to do it, it's simple. You can either convert the guns, messing with certain parts of the weapon, the interior, 4 to 6 minutes, doing a couple modifications. There's stuff that I'm not going to get into that's available out there.
Like devices
there are
that
devices
do this
you can
for
use on the stock and the trigger where technically it's not an automatic weapon, because the definition of automatic is, one trigger pull and every round will go out as long as you keep it depressed. But there are modifications where it sort of does it for you when your fingers.
Well, can those devices be illegal? Do they have to sell those?
It's illegal. It's illegal to use them, and it's illegal. I don't think it's illegal to buy them, but you can't use them and modify them, which doesn't make a lot of sense because there's so many loopholes. Because for some reason, there's a lot of people out there that really think they need automatic weapons. I disagree with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with a semi-automatic weapon like an AR-15. People do use to hunt for home defense, but when you start getting into automatic weapons and like AK-47s that apparently had there, there's not a need for that, I don't think, out there. And this
what
is
about
a very
the platforms, Rob? Because what disturbs me is knowing this guy broke out 2 windows and he's running back and forth to get different
angles. And you can't
angles.
really tell on a lot of the camera angles, but they're two different positions. So he's shooting at like 45-degree angles at 2 different sides. So when people think they're safe from cover one, he's simply running to another room in a suite and engaging them from there.
Sick.
And this guy thought about this, and it just begs the question. This is maybe how you profile a guy. Goes into a room and he has 10 different suitcases at 10 different times. I mean, it's not unusual for him to stay long periods, but what's going on with the suitcases? Do you need that much stuff? So it begs that question.
Unbelievable. I heard a psychiatrist earlier say he's so narcissistic that he thought he was the creme de la creme and couldn't get his head around the fact that someone else might get a job or something ahead of him, and so he wants to instill violence on other people. It's beyond.
He's definitely crazy.
Thank you, Rob. Thanks
Absolutely.
for serving our country.